Okay, folks, I found this on a junk pile and I don't see anything actually wrong with it, even though I'm not an expert on this at all. Ignorant, folks, ignorant. As far as I'm concerned, because I'm not versed on this kind of shit. I don't even like to watch it on television. It's so bloody fucktard boring. I'm gonna leave it on that. This will be a challenging one. I don't know if it's going to work. It's a difficult one. But it's interesting to try your best at something and try to make it work as best as you can. Even though it probably won't work too well, but I could be surprised. Let's see what it is. It is a tennis racket. Oh, a bit of a racket. The thing I like about tennis is I like watching people like John McEnroe, for example. We all know who McEnroe is, folks. And he used to get very angry sometimes, and he used to smash his tennis racket on the ground, on the court. And I used to like that. I used to think that was really, really humorous. I used to, a bit of tennis racket. Funny. Got very angry. He just got very pissed. And he just gets so pissed, he just smashed his racket. He's not the only one who smashes rackets. A lot of tennis players do, apparently, or at least the professionals do, and they get really pissed. And yeah, it's quite destructive, but for some reason I find it funny. It's the highlight of the match, as far as I'm concerned. It's come up looking really quite interesting, but it looks really quite boring. But yeah, tennis racket. I call it tennis racket when the tennis players smash their racket around. I'm trying to just position this into a nice little spot. Tennis racket. I do think that could make something interesting. It's going to be a minimalist piece, I think. I'm going to pull it up, folks. I'm going to move it down further. I'm going to make some more of this top part a bit more visible. So I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm going to make it even smaller on the enlargement. Just going to make it smaller. It's not enlargement, reduction. But yeah, tennis racket. You know, when a tennis player gets pissed off and smashes their racket on the court, or sometimes they throw it on the ground and it bounces off the court. That's really funny. It's funny both ways when they smash the frame of the racket or that they make the racket physically bounce off the court. And that's looking better now. I like that overall shape. You can see the name Prince, which is really nice. But yeah, I just really like it when they get so pissed off that they feel the need to smash their tennis racket. And yeah, I call it tennis racket. Of course, it's a real racket. Haha, funny. So, yeah. I don't actually watch it. I just watch, sometimes it comes up on the 6 o'clock news, the highlights of the game. And occasionally someone smashes their racket or throws it to the ground and it bounces. really amusing. Even though it's destructive, and I don't normally like destructive behaviour, but there's something kind of funny about a tennis player destroying their own racket. I don't understand why, folks, but I just think it's hilarious. It's really funny. I know my dad tried to get me interested in tennis. He got me lessons and I didn't play the game very well. I didn't actually play. I found someone stuck a tennis ball in a cyclone fence, and I tried to smash the tennis ball into the cyclone fence to get it to stick. And also I used to do some stupid other sort of silly things on the court, so I didn't actually enjoy the game. I wasn't interested, but my dad always wanted me to do something, and he never encouraged me as a photocopier artist. However, even though that's the only thing I've really been able to stick to throughout the years, throughout the decades, even if I have a break from it for a while, I always seem to come back to it, doing my photocopier art. It's another story anyway, and that's come up looking minimalist but interesting. I think I can now call this demo quits.